Chapter 1, Section 9, Multiplication and Division of Integers. Okay, some basic rules to follow here. Go ahead and fill those out. A positive times or divided by a positive is always going to be positive, no matter what. A negative times or divided by a negative is always going to be positive again. A positive times a negative, or a positive divided by a negative, is always going to be negative. And a negative times or divided by a positive is also always going to be negative. What is 0 times a positive or a negative? The answer is 0. Always. No matter what. How about a positive or negative number times 0? The answer to that is going to be 0. Always. No matter what. How about 0 divided by a positive or negative number? Well, let me write that a different way. How about 0 divided by a positive or a negative number? So for example, let's say 0 divided by 5. The answer to that is still 0. Always, no matter what. Another way to look at this is 5 goes into 0 how many times? 5 goes into 0 0 times. 5 times 0 is 0. Now what about a positive or negative number divided by 0? Well, this is a little bit different. Now we're looking at a positive or negative number divided by 0. So, let's take a positive negative number again. Let's use 5, 0, and figure out the answer to that problem. How many times does 0 go into 5? Or, what times 0 will get you 5? Can you think of anything? Doesn't work. 0 times anything is going to be 0. So, this is not possible. Go ahead and try these 3 problems, simplifying them so that we have an answer. And this, in this case, you're going to have fractions for each of these answers. Negative 18 divided by 4. Well, my answer is going to be a negative number because it's a negative divided by a positive. 4 goes into 18 4 times with a remainder of 2. So it's like saying negative 4 and 2/4, which is the same thing as negative 4 and a half, or negative 4.5. 20 divided by negative 3. Well, again, this is a positive divided by a negative, so the answer is going to be negative. 3, or negative 3, goes into 20 6 times, so it's negative 6 with a remainder of 2. So the answer will be negative 6 and 2/3. Negative 17 divided by negative 5, well, that's a negative divided by a negative, so that will be a positive answer. 5 goes into 17, or negative 5 goes into negative 17, a positive 3 times, with the remainder of 2/5. The answer is 3 and 2/5.